Okay. So the first one, aforementioned, the aforementioned diagram, no, the one above. And why did you write the question? So it just does not resumes, no, showcases, and not only the pollination process, other things also.
Okay.
The whole life cycle, no, of flowering plants. Which can be described in several stages. Wait, just give me a second. What is mutualism?
I remember that from a biology class for my son, in which the teacher was explaining that, for example, pollination is a way of mutualism because, well, not pollination as well, but the relationship between the bees and the flowers.
Where are the bees here?
So, well, not bees, maybe insects. So because of I saw insects on the pollination showcase, well, I thought it was a good idea to put it.
Okay. It's defined as an interspecific type of kind of relationship
Okay.
between two species that benefit one from each other, without causing any harm to one of the species. Harm part is not required now. That benefit from each other. This is the
Okay.
case of the pollination process, which involves insects such as bees and plants. It's not only about the pollination. Why you started with.
Okay.
Okay, the first stage begins in the first stage. In the first stage, seeds, plant seeds, seeds of a plant absorb water for germination, in which roots need water. Absorb water. Seeds of a plant absorb water, which is followed by the germination process. Or you can say, which is being used there. So that is followed by the germination process, in which roots need water and warmth to grow on soil. Water and warmth. To just grow. Why on soil?
Okay.
By forming a stem that needs sunlight. That needs sunlight to grow properly. At the first stage, after that it's the fourth stage. Or you can say as the fourth stage arrives, or further, right? Put some connector.
Mhm.
Some connector. As the fourth stage arrives, insects transport pollen among other plants. Among different plants or among various plants,
Mhm.
the pollination process. It's a specific process. The
Okay.
direct or indirect.
I always get confused with that connector, that, because I don't know when to use it
Before you
accurately.
start
I mean,
start a new sentence, you can use. But where is this
yeah.
direct and indirect? What is this? What is indirect and direct?
No, it's not on the diagram. It was just to maybe complete the process.
I'm saying nothing about direct and indirect is written here.
So if, okay, I just have to mention only which is showed on the boxes, right? Nothing more.
Nothing more, but no, you can give your views. You should give your views. That's a different thing. But what do you mean by direct or indirect? That is what I'm asking.
Well, yeah, direct is when there are two plants from the same species, right? I don't know, a rose with a rose. And indirect is when the plants are from different species. I don't know, a daisy with a rose, maybe.
The job of the insect is to just transport the pollen between
Yeah.
that's as the, or you can say moreover, during the pollination process, insects transport pollen among several plants. And there's nothing indirect.
Okay.
Hmm. Begin to form on fertilization point. What is fertilization point? Begin to form
I was trying to use another word
as part of the
similar
as
to,
part of fertilization. Don't say stage. That's it.
yeah, okay.
Hmm. The last stage is the second last stage. Rather, you can say the last two stages of this natural process, seeds are dispersed away from plants and seeds start absorbing water. The flower part is not even mentioned. Where did you get the flower?
Okay. So again, it isn't mentioned, so it's better not to write it.
Not necessary. It can be a tree also. No, big tree
Yeah.
which might not have flowers.
Okay.
A plant can grow into a tree also. No?
Yep.
Dispersed away from plants, and they start absorbing water. The seeds start absorbing water. No? Okay.
Okay.
Writing requires a
Got it.
I would like to emphasize the importance of this amazing process for our planet and life existence. What do you mean by this? Last line that you have written.
Well, if pollination process does not exist, well, life can't be. Well,
Pollination process is the important for life. Life means life of different species. Human life also depends on pollination.
uh-huh. Okay, what if I say ecosystem instead of planet?
An important part of our ecosystem. That is okay. It's showing basically the life cycle of flowering plants. It's a very natural, majestic, beautiful phenomena of our ecosystem. In this way, you can write.
Okay.
It's an amazing natural process. Did you go through the sample?
Yeah.
So no idea taken from there.
Yeah. So, but I didn't write like the same words or the same ideas. So well, I tried to do something different. I can't hear you very well.
Great. No, I'm not saying exact. I'm saying that idea you could have taken.
Oh yeah.
And you started with, you didn't start with the first point, with the seeds absorbing water from soil. No, you just started with pollination.
Yeah. And the same document below is the other task.
What? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to write the flower part, you can write seeds are dispersed away from plants. Right. Yeah. Everywhere don't use grow. No?
Okay, bloom.
Plants absorb water from what do you say, from agricultural or forest land. No? If you want to bring the soil, then soil of the agricultural or forest land. Okay.
Okay.
So grow we have written so many times. So it is just the stem to become strong. Needs some light to become strong. Okay. So overall, life cycle of flowering plants, that we have to say, no? Or you can say as a conclusion, I would like to say, or as a summary, right? I would like to say that the diagram displays the amazing process of, right, amazing life cycle of flowering plants. Now here you can say which is a beautiful, which is a majestic phenomena of our ecosystem, right? Okay.
Okay, better.
Writing needs some work. Okay, not an issue. Next one. Many individuals believe that the authorities, which authorities? The is specific, no? Various authorities across the globe, right? Okay. Should regulate laws regarding nutrition and healthy habits, while some others think this is a personal decision that make us, we don't use too much informal writing, individuals responsible for themselves. Or rather, you can say this is a personal decision where individuals should take their own responsibility. Right? That is better. Where individuals should take their own responsibility. According to my opinion, and you are saying I agree, that means you are anyway agreeing. So opinion not required. Rather, you can say as far as I am concerned, okay, I agree with both points of points of view. Rather, both views. In governments, it's not only one. Governments need to watch the food industry is one industry. And as common citizens, we are all humans. We need to be accountable for our personal choices. To commence with, right? Authorities should inform whom? Authorities we have already written. So legislative bodies
Okay.
should inform the common people about negative effects of unhealthy food. Because of people you have written, the common masses. People have access to a lot of junk food nowadays. Which, as a result, not require, which leads to diseases. Just give me a second. Which leads to diseases such as diabetes, obesity in the long term. And is coming later on. So try to write sentences with reasonable and such big sentences, 4 lines. There is bound to be some grammar mistake, no? So
Okay.
it's better that you take 2 lines for a sentence. 2.5 is enough, right? But 3, 4 it becomes too big. You have spoken
Okay.
about the diseases, you can finish it here, and then you can say that as a result or moreover, and start with a connector, start a new sentence. Diabetes, obesity in the long term. Okay. Now if you can please stop. As a result, you want now you can put the and if you want as a result. Or you can say moreover these moreover. Due to such due to these problems related to public health. Cost increases on medical infrastructure. Right. There is an excessive burden on medical infrastructure of various nations, which increases the pressure on hospitals. Hospitals and doctors, you can say. Furthermore, people are, I told you, no, people with the pronouns would always be who, right?
Yeah, I was mute. Yeah, you're right.
People who follow no healthy habits. Or you can say people who don't follow any healthy habits. Are a negative example. Act as a negative example for. So why you are talking about the people who don't follow any healthy habits? That is anyway you have spoken about the unhealthy food that people eat these kind of diets, no? So don't. This is not.
Okay.
In order to, in order to prevent this. So to prevent this, no. In order to prevent this, which government? Many governments, no. Governments we have written already or not? This is the first time.
Okay.
Governments we have written. Legislative body is written. Authorities written. So regulatory bodies. Okay. So these are all synonyms. Okay. You can keep them. I've given you. Regulatory bodies should introduce new taxes for oil this food. What is oil this food? Or adulterated. That don't include short forms, very rare, not.
Okay.
That do not include nutrients, vitamins, and other healthy components which our bodies, human bodies need. On the other hand, okay. Then apart from this, government should do also many other things also. No, we discussed they should build gymnasiums, parks. No, you remember?
Yeah.
So why didn't you write that so that people can exercise? No. Apart from this, the health, the sports infrastructure should be improved in several nations. Apart from construction of parks and gymnasiums, people can participate, right? Several activities related to health and fitness. Okay, this is important.
Okay. Yeah.
Ruling powers across the world, again for governments, should subsidize agriculture, no? Again, not written agriculture part, no. Should subsidize agriculture so that farmers, especially in poor countries, farmers do these things. not farmers, especially in poor countries, are not dependent on, you can say, do not utilize excessive fertilizers and pesticides. No? During fertilizers and pesticides on crops. As a result, food products which are rich in nutrients will reach the market. No? Or with food products which are rich in nutritional value reach the market, and the common people will naturally receive a healthy diet. No? What? Okay.
Okay.
Remember the subsidization part, or you forgot? That is important, no?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
See, in the rich countries, governments anyway subsidize the farmers. You give so many subsidies, but in the poor countries, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, we can also write to make it more beautiful. On the contrary, okay, it is our responsibility to take care of our bodies and not only for aesthetical factors. Aesthetical factors? What is aesthetical?
It's not just for, I don't know, looking pretty because I want to look okay physically, but but instead of, it is because you should be okay.
Aesthetical factors or aesthetical factors?
Aesthetical
Or ES?
or, or just physic. I don't know how to say that.
Okay, fine. No, it's basically British English, American English. Care of our bodies. Not only for maintaining our health, for maintenance of health. Any government, see, singular should have a determiner. Cannot obligate people.
Okay.
Any government need healthier what? Healthier food, healthier meals. Just now you said junk food should be banned. Now you are saying that governments cannot decide what. What do we mean by that?
Well, I guess it's really hard for the government to obligate people just to consume one type of food, either fruits or vegetables, or I mean just healthy food, because people taste is, I don't know, it's really different. So
And
what if maybe I want to, I don't know, eat healthier, but I don't know how, or I don't like fruits. It can happen, it can be possible.
Different kinds of people. Differ with their tastes and it is really difficult for the authorities to decide what kind of food should be banned. And it is very difficult for the authorities, sometimes we can to exactly decide what kind of food should be banned. So it is important for people to themselves because we have to say something about the people also, no? Right? Because there's a sentence about that also. So in the body paragraphs, we have to say something about human beings also. That's what they should do.
Okay.
So it is important to eat, to prefer a diet which is rich in carbohydrates, vitamins, right? Vitamins, minerals, etc. By avoiding your processed food. Or by avoiding processed food and following a proper fitness routine. Or let us finish it here and say that moreover they should also moreover individuals should also follow a proper fitness routine in order to improve their physique, right? So it's the responsibility of both parties.
Yeah.
Hmm. So the conclusion we can make it a bit small. In conclusion, as a conclusion, right? I would like to reiterate, or I would like to claim. Yes, public entities is a good word. Although many individuals think we should, in order to prevent them from facing consequences of having others fail. Conclusion, you don't need to talk about what others think, and you can just say that what should be done, your view. Okay, that's it. I would like
Okay.
to reiterate that public entities and common individuals as humans, as just that public entities. So, in order to make it a bit short, because it has anyway become a bit lengthy, public entities and common citizens should work together in order to increase, in order to improve health standards across the society.
Okay.
Common citizens should fulfill their responsibilities in order to improve fitness standards across the society, or in order to improve global fitness standards. Okay, the whole world is now part of your answer. Public entities is a good word that you use. Keep it. Okay, but try
Okay.
to bring the. This is very important. No, the sports
Okay.
infrastructure you did not say. Then
Yeah.
this you did not say subsidization. okay, of agriculture, because then you will have a better, what do we say, better food coming into the market. Okay.
Okay. So this is a 9 score essay.
Not exactly 9. It can be better, right? It can be better. See, writing is arts. So arts is
Hmm.
like your mathematics. 2 plus 2 is always not 4. However good you
Yeah.
did in arts section, there is one person who might be writing a bit better. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You look this make, I mean, you make, sorry, you make this look easy, but it is not.
See, it depends. It's all about practice. With time, you would get it, right? It's still only the third session, no? So you will get it. Okay. So on the other hand is not wrong. I have just used a better word. Okay.
Yeah,
So make it better. To begin with,
sure.
it's not wrong. I think because of these extra lines also, it is becoming a bit too big. Now it can go a bit small. Hmm. Okay. I sent you that link about different kinds of food. Did you go through that? No? Did I send you?
Sorry.
No, I'm saying, yeah, types of food.
You sent me another document.
Types of food. Do you know all the various food categories in WhatsApp that I sent you? Check your WhatsApp. This one. Check your WhatsApp so that you can get some ideas.
Yeah, you sent me a link. Let me check.
You see, I just sent you this one once again on WhatsApp.
Yeah, types of food.
Yeah. So you go through this one.
Only
This
if you
one
place. Yeah.
vitamins, minerals, these things you could have used here, and other essays related to food. Okay, but sports infrastructure is very important. Right?
Yeah.
It has become okay. Ruling powers, public entities, right? Legislative bodies. All these are your synonyms for governments, authorities. Okay. Okay, so the second listening it was. Can you send me the link of the listening that? Why don't you just type the listening in the email and send?
I don't know. I think it's better in a Word document. Well,
Can you send me the link of the listening on WhatsApp? How many mistakes are there?
well, on listening exercise, 7 mistakes.
So one better than that day. Last session it was 32, no? Now
Yeah.
33. So there
Now
is
33.
a bit of improvement.
Yeah.
So give me that link once, which I sent you.
Okay, let me send you the link.
Yeah, arts is basically about creativity, right? Just be more creative, everything would be perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, subject verb agreement also you have done. How was that exercise? Was easy?
Yeah, well, it was not so difficult to me, I guess.
Okay. Wait.
I can't find it. What is this email?
Okay, I would find. So whenever you write the, okay, the, what do we say?
It was number 16 exercise.
That is okay.
Ah, here is it.
Yeah, send me video please.
Okay.
So subject verb agreement. Annie and her brothers were. Okay, good.
One brother. Yeah.
Either my mother or my father is coming. So one person, right? Dog or the cats are outside. There are two, right? Either my shoes or your coat. Okay, this is about one thing. George and Tamara does not. George and Tamara are two, more than one person. No, do not.
Oh, yeah. It's they. They don't. Yeah.
Do not with your plural and does not with singular. Do not when there are more than one and does not when there is one. Okay.
Yeah.
Benito does not know the answer. One of my sisters is going. Okay, yes, one of the sisters. The man with those birds is on my street. It's about the man. The movie about 2 hours to watch. The pairs are going to win. Yes, so both of them are taken together. Either answer, that means one of the answers. Either one of those books is okay. Nobody makes good. What did I experience? News is taken as one, not more than one. News is
Always singular.
different kinds of news. Different kinds of news. Different genres of news are more than one. When we would talk about more than one kind of news, we would say different kinds of news, different genres of news. News is always singular. Remember that document?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mathematics is John's favorite subject. Civics is Andrea's favorite subject. Okay. Is the price? Are the tweezers? Your pants are. There were 15 candies. Now there is one. The committee does these questions. Okay. Committee does or committee watches? Checks. No?
Okay.
The committee
checks.
The committee members have very different. Yeah, if the prime minister together with his wife. Actually, it is a bit different. Together with his wife, he talked to the press. Either he would or he has already spoken, right? Even the scratched one are in this case. Okay, so overall it's good. One or two mistakes, that's it. Okay. Okay. So you haven't made, I don't think you have made any mistakes in the subject verb part in your writing also.
Okay.
Basically, you need to put more ideas, right? In a proper way. That is, so read more. Okay, study more.
Yeah.
Send you many documents. Did you go through them?
Yeah, and also I was checking all the YouTube links that you sent me for Australia, Canada.
That was for
different.
Yeah, that was for the hearing section. That is okay. No, I'm
Yeah.
the writing one.
Yeah, and I was checking BBC News.
That is fine, but writing is the bigger weakness, no? So the writing documents that I sent you, did you go through them? The grammar part?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't make many mistakes in grammar. That is good. Right. But you need to put more ideas in your writing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been studying all the documents that you sent me for writing. So
most of the non-native speakers, the major issue they have is with grammar, right? So you don't make so many mistakes on grammar. That is good, but you need to put more ideas.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So just talking about
Okay.
easy things is not the way. Describe it more. Okay. Be more creative.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us check the.
I sent you the link for the
Yeah.
listening exercise.
Did you try to check some of the mistakes?
Yeah.
You understood some of the mistakes?
Yeah, I think my biggest failure is on multiple choice questions. I don't know why. I just get confused on that.
Okay, so the right ones we already know, we would check the wrong ones. Okay. We would check the wrong ones, the right one you know, right? The wrong ones we are going to check. So how many mistakes in part one?
No mistakes.
No mistakes, good. In part two and part three, right? That is where the mistakes happen.
Yeah, part 2, 3 mistakes. Part 3, 2 mistakes.
Most of the mistakes are in part two.
Yeah. And in part 4, 2 mistakes.
Okay. Two. Part 4, 2 mistakes. Fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Okay. So which ones are wrong? Just tell me that.
Section 2, 11, 12, and 20.
Okay. 11th is wrong. Okay.
Yeah, 11, 12, and 20. On section 3,
Wait,
21, 22.
And your. Okay. 20th is wrong. And yeah, section 3.
Section 3, 21, and 22.
21, 22. And section 4.
33 and 37.
33 and okay. So in this audio script, no, if you check, you would get a lot of explanations. Okay. The audio script is written here.
Okay.
So let us come to our 11th question. Right. Minister Park. Okay. What did you write in Minister Park? What did you write in Minister Park?
Sorry, I was muted. 11B.
Went on mute. Okay. Okay, you said it's a private home. Okay.
Yeah.
Why private home?
Because at the beginning it well he mentioned, he or she, I don't remember very well, that the house was like a or belonged to a person. So I say okay, it's a private house.
Okay, so in the part 2, they are saying, good morning, thank you for coming here today, right? I would like to bring you up to date with changes in the school that is going to affect your kids, right? So as you know, the school buildings date from various times, some from the 1970s, some from the previous 5 years, and of course, your Dartfield house is over a century old, right? It was commissioned by a businessman, Navy Richards, intended as his family home. Intended means thoughts.
Yeah,
So it
I
was
guess that was my mistake. Family home.
it was thought that it should be constructed as a family home, but before it was done, he died. His hire, right? His hire chose
Mhm,
to sell it to the Yokai Council, who turned it into offices. Okay, so it was intended. It was
mhm,
what the idea was. Original idea was that it should be a family home, but ultimately it was sold to the Yokai Council.
Yeah.
Did it become? It became the Yokai Council building. No, that is very important. Okay.
Yeah.
Your scripts, you get a lot of answers. So originally it was intended. Intended means thought. Okay. Thought to be a family home. That is true. But later on, the hire of the original owner sold it to the Yokai Council. Okay. So it became Yokai Council building. Easy, easy.
Easy.
Hmm. And why is there a mistake?
I got confused.
Okay. Next one is your what is planned with regard to the your school? What did you write?
A.
Hey, all buildings on the main site will be improved. They are just asking about the your school. The question. It's not
Mhm.
asking about every building of the main on the main site. No,
Oh yeah.
right? We have to go according to the question only.
Yeah.
Only one of the part is okay. Only two of the parts are talking about the over school side, B and C. The first part is not
Mhm.
even mentioning the over school side. So the first cannot
Yeah.
be our answer, right? It's either B or C. Now let us see
Mhm.
what it is exactly. Okay. Hmm. So the school has grown as the yokai population has increased. I can now give you some news about the over school side. So now it is coming to the over school side, which is separated from the main site by a road. Planning permission has been granted for development of both sites. Now again the over school will move to new buildings that will be constructed on the main site. Right. So now what would happen to the over school site? Developers are going to construct houses on the existing over school site. Houses are going to be constructed at that site. Okay. Okay. Hmm.
Okay.
Will be used for new homes, not additional
Mhm.
buildings. New homes, new
Yeah.
houses, right? Just a different
Yeah.
house. New houses are going to be constructed on the lower school side. So we have to find out from the ones which are talking about this point now. So A is anyway
Mhm.
not talking about them. So why? Okay. 19th. 19th is right, 20 is wrong, right?
Yeah.
What are the two theaters that you chose? Which two optional after school lessons are new?
I chose C, which is acting, and E.
E. Theater sound and lighting.
Mhm.
Theater sound and lighting. Okay, yes. Now we are going to check 19th. Okay, so 19th. Okay, that is all everything about the new food hall. Now we are talking about after school lessons, right?
Mhm.
They are very popular with pupils, particularly swimming. In fact, there's a waiting list for lessons. Cycling is another favorite. I'm very happy dozens of pupils make use of the chance. to ride in off-road conditions. It means more and more students are going to use cycle to and from school every day. As you know, we have a very good performance center. We are going to start drama classes in there too. Okay, drama, drama. Drama is acting, right? That you have written. That is your
Yeah.
C, right? Then what happens to the, okay, the D part? So C is drama, C is drama. Then pupils will be able to join just for fun or work up to taking part in a play. We hope to put at least one a year. Then we teach pupils about sound and lighting systems. That is okay. And a former pupil has given a magnificent grand piano to the school. So a few students can also learn piano here instead of going to the college. Right? So they are talking more about the piano because see, sound and lighting is there. That I agree. Okay, but
Yeah.
theater is not mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Drama is already used for acting. The theater part is not mentioned, but the piano
Yeah.
is mentioned. So piano is 20.
Okay.
Sound and lighting is mentioned, but that sound for is used for theaters. That is not mentioned, no, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that is something we need to use. Sound and lighting systems for theater are different, and normal sound and lighting systems are different. So the
Mm-hmm.
complete answer has to be there, not half. Okay.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
only remaining one is the piano extra lesson. Okay.
Okay.
Then it's piano, no? Then there's nothing apart from that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Right.
Theater sound and listening, sorry, and lighting, or sound and lighting are two different things. Yes, theater is also mentioned in the answer. It's not a complete answer. Okay. Then,
Okay.
then the last option for extra earning is only the piano, right?
Right.
So 19 and 20 are acting and piano, B and C. Okay, B and C. 21. What is part 3 saying? Assignment on sleep and dreams. Oh,
Yeah. This was a little bit for me to understand.
that one reason why we often forget our dreams. Okay. So why do we forget our dreams? What do you think?
Well, I wrote A.
Let us. Okay, so Susie is saying for our next psychology assignment, we have to do something on sleep and dreams. Right. I have just read an article suggesting why we tend to forget most of our dreams soon after we wake up. So most of my dreams are not interesting anyway, this guy is saying. But what it said was that if we remembered everything, we might get mixed up. Mixed up means what? We might get confused about what actually happened and what we dreamed. So it's a sort of protection, right? I had not heard that idea before. I had assumed that was what I thought, but the research said something different. I used
Yeah.
to think that we did not have room for our memories, but that is
Mm-hmm.
something that I used to think, the guy is saying. Okay. But
Yeah.
what did he
That's an
read?
assumption.
What did he reach in the read in the research? In the research, he read that your memories might get mixed up. Mixed up means confused. Okay.
Yeah.
Your memories might get confused. Okay. Hmm.
Okay.
That is the point. So the first part is assumption. A is assumption, right? B is confusion. So our memories might get mixed up. The first part, A, is not a specific answer because it is an assumption.
Yeah.
Second part is the answer, which is talking about confusion, right? Which is discussing confusion. Okay. Then comes your 22nd. Well, now, what do Susi and this guy, what do they agree about dreams predicting the future? Okay, dreams are now predicting the future. So what did you write?
I wrote B.
B. It happens with certain types of event. Okay, we are going to see. Susi, me too. What do you think about the idea that our dreams may predict the future? About the idea that our dreams may predict the future. So this is something that we get all over the world. So see, yeah, many people have a story of it happening to them, but the explanation that I have read is that for each dream that comes true, we have thousands that don't, but we don't notice those. We don't even remember them. We just remember the ones where something in the real world happens to trigger a dream memory. Okay, this one is a bit dicey, right? So we remember only the ones in which we saw the dreams, right? Where the dreams become successful, right? So we remember them. We don't remember the other ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically due to chance, right? Nothing like that.
Yeah.
So one dream might come true, thousands don't. So it's all about chance, right? It's just a coincidence.
Yeah.
He says no. It's just a coincidence actually. Then coincidence, chance.
Really? Yeah.
So dreams predicting the future is all about chance, coincidence. Okay. Dreams predicting the future is all about coincidence, chance. Just different words they have used. Okay. 33, what does that say? Where the bands are wrong. Okay. Benefits of dance for older people. What are the benefits of dance for old people? What are the benefits of dance? What did you write?
I didn't understand very well, so I listened sickness. I know the word does not match with the question, but I don't know. I would like
You wrote
sickness, thickness.
fitness. Fitness or sickness?
I
Sickness.
wrote sickness.
Why sickness? Fitness.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is very established that dance is a good way of encouraging adolescent girls to take exercise. But what about your senior citizens, right? Studies have shown that there are numerous benefits for human beings, people in their 60s and beyond. One of the great things about dance is that there are no barriers to participation. Anyone can have a go, even those whose standards of fitness is not good.
Yeah.
Fitness. Okay, fitness, not sickness.
Yep.
Got confused between fitness and sickness. Fitness is that, not sickness. Okay. What happened to 37th?
I wrote collaboration.
Why collaboration? Became so hard. Fitness and sickness, I can understand.
Yeah.
How did this become collaboration? So country dancing, boyroom dancing, these are both very famous with your senior citizens, right? These have to be done in groups. They require collaboration, that is true. Often involve touching a dance partner, all of which encourages interaction on the dance floor. This helps to develop new relationships and can reduce older people's sense of isolation, which is a huge
Mhm.
problem. Okay.
Yeah. Isolation. Yeah.
Can reduce older people's reduce older people's sense of isolation. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So all the review done. So now should we discuss some reading which you can do at home?
Mhm.
Okay. You send me the reading link that I sent you. You have it?
Reading. No, you didn't send me a reading assignment.
No, I am saying the big link that I sent you in which there was.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Let
Said
me. Okay.
we can pick up the next Cambridge one. No? Did you take out their printout?
No, I have the listening link.
No, that I'm saying the reading printouts. Did you take?
No.
No. Okay.
Listening.
Take them out because doing them on computer, no, scrolling up and down is a bit hard, no. If you have the print,
Yeah.
it will be easier for you, right?
Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, what I say with these type of exercises is that I have the I have the lecture, I mean, in a screen, and then the answers, I take a screenshot and copy to paint.
But
paste
that's
to
hard.
paint.
No, you are going to give the pen and paper based exam, no.
Yeah.
So you take out printout.
No paper. No, I'm going to take computer exam.
So why you are doing all the listening on paper?
I don't know here. I don't know if in this link I can do it on the app.
No, I mean, you can do everything on MS Word, no?
Oh, okay. Because I have practiced on some other tool that I can write in the app, but here I don't know if I can do it.
Okay. But for the reading part, no, I think if you take out printouts, that would be better. No.
Okay.
Okay, that's up to you. Okay, send me the ink once. Let us discuss on reading, which you can do. Okay.
Let me send you this. Okay, send.
You received that listening, yeah, which had different accents I sent you, and try to listen to those war movies. And when war is happening, no, try to write the dialogues which they are speaking at that time, and only listen to the audio, no video. Don't watch any subtitle. Okay. And when the bombings and all is going on, what is the dialogue delivery happening at that time? Try to write that. Same thing with music.
Okay.
Music. Okay. Hear the music and then write what the singer is singing. Okay. Take any music. Okay. And I sent you some exercises with one exercise which has MCQ questions, 40 MCQ questions. You got that?
You
didn't get that.
Let me see.
You haven't sent me the. Okay, yeah, you have sent me the reading test. You can see this one, which I am sharing.
Yeah, I can.
I'm saying that you received that test. No, there were 40 MCQ questions, and then there was one which had maps, just maps, 24 map questions. You received both of them?
No, I didn't.
Didn't? How is that? How did that happen?
Let me see, because I have writing documents.
Wait.
Well, the listening links, all grammar documents.
Yeah, I have sent you. See, Sunday, September 19th, 9:22 a.m. On my 9:22 a.m. It might be your Saturday night.
Okay, let me search for
I sent
this
one.
one. No. Subject is okay, it's in the listening material. Okay.
40 questions on map, 40 questions on MCQs.
Okay.
So this is the
Oh yeah, I got it.
You make more mistakes, no, in MCQs. So there are 40 questions on MCQs that would test you. Okay. But they might not be in sequence. Don't get confused because exact Cambridge papers don't have 40 MCQ questions, right? This is something different from Cambridge, but it is good for testing. Okay.
Okay.
To test you, but they won't be in sequence.
Okay. Cambridge and British Council are the same? I don't know.
They are not the same, but Cambridge is a standard. British Council is also a standard, right?
Okay.
But this is for practice. No, one Cambridge paper would not have 40 MCQ questions. Then what about other kind of questions? Right?
Yeah.
But in this one, there are 40 questions on MCQ, and I think this is only for 28 minutes, not even your 30 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
And the other one has just maps.
Okay.
Do you get confused in maps?
A little bit. I have practiced with, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 exercises. And I don't know, at the beginning, I can match all the letters with the location. But when the speaker begins speaking faster and faster, maybe I got confused on there.
Okay. So these are your just questions.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so reading. Yeah. So this is the White Horse of Uffington. Okay. Okay, just give me a minute. So cutting off huge figures, these are also known as your geoglyphs. You mark it into the earth of English sites that has been happening for more than 3,000 years. Okay. There are 56 figures scattered around in the end. Vast majority on the chalk down the ends of the country's southern counties. Vast majority is in the southern counties. Okay, on the country's southern counties. So what are the figures? The figures are giants, horses, crosses, right? Badges of different regiments, army regiments. Okay, you mark it. So the majority of these geoglyphs, they date within the previous 300 years or so, but there are one or two which are older than that. Okay. The most famous of these figures is the most mysterious ones. Now this is our topic. Uffington White Horse in Oxfordshire. Okay. So it has been redated. That means its date is not confirmed, right? You can mark it and show that date not confirmed, right? For a hint,
Yeah.
you always mark and write something about each paragraph in your rough paper so that you, when you go to the questions and you go back to the answers, you have a hint that the sixth might be the answer of the third paragraph. The first might be
Yeah.
the answer of the third paragraph. Okay. Has been redated, shown to be even older than its previously assigned ancient pre-Roman Iron Age date. So it was thought, okay, there was a time when it was thought that this white horse was from your pre-Roman Iron Age date. But new theories have come which show that it might be older than even Roman pre-Roman Iron Age date. Okay, that is what this is saying. What is more controversy has arisen for the date of the enigmatic young man of Wilmington in Sussex. Okay. So this is another figure. This also you can underline. Another figure. Historians are convinced that it's a prehistoric figure. Many historians are convinced, but then there are others. Just like there were many scientists and other scientists. Okay. So many historians are convinced that this figure, the Sussex figure, it is prehistoric, but others think it was the work of an artistic monk from a nearby priory and it was created between the 11th and 15th centuries. So there are two views. One view which says this Sussex figure is prehistoric, another view which says it is created between 11th and 15th centuries by a monk. Okay, two views. So you can say that two contradicting views are shown here. Okay. Then how were these huge figures cut? They used to remove the grass and there was the white chalk below. Okay. But then the grass would again grow over the geoglyph. So the grass had to be consistently cleaned. Now this white chalk, no, this white chalk is naturally into the soil. Okay, so you mark this. This white chalk is natural. You can write. It is not created. It's natural. Okay. It can be one of your answers. Okay. One reason that the vast majority of figures have disappeared is that when the traditions which were associated with these figures faded. So traditions went away, figures also went away because no one bothered or remembered to remove the grass to see the chalk that was below the grass. Okay. So tradition and figures, though both are connected, right? You can write figures went away because traditions went away. Mark this point. Okay. Furthermore, over hundreds of years, the outlines would sometimes change because people were not cutting at the same area. So different shapes were being created to the original geography. But some ancient figures survive, and that is because of yokai customs and beliefs, right? And these customs might be stretching over millennia, right? Millions of years. Because of the customs of those areas, some of the figures survive. Okay. What is the Uffington White Horse now? It is very unique. It's an amazing representation of a horse. The horse has a sleek back, thin, disjointed legs. Okay. So it's all the description of the horse. Its head is resembles that of a bird. It's a very majestic creature, right? It seems as it's a part of that area of that landscape. Now, where is it situated? 2.5 kilometer from Uffington village on a steep close to the late Bronze Age, 7th century before Christ. He fought of Uffington Castle. So it is near the Uffington Castle. It is near the Uffington village. Okay. And it is below the ridgeway. What is the ridgeway? It's a Neolithic track. Okay. So you mark these things. It is showing and you write that you can write where is the Uffington horse situated in this paragraph. Okay. Just talking about it. And it is also describing description of the horse. You can write about this paragraph. Okay. Now the Uffington horse is surrounded by Bronze Age burial mounds. It is very close, not far from the Bronze Age cemetery of Seven Barrows. And in these Seven Barrows, there are 30 burial mounds. Okay, so this is also important that it is close to the Bronze Age cemetery. The carving has been placed in such a way that you cannot see it from nearby. Okay, and that is why you see it from the air. So you go from a helicopter and you see it, right? Okay, okay. Hmm. But there are some parts of the White Horse, especially the valley, which is named after this enigmatic great creature. From there, you can get a beautiful impression. Okay, and if the day is very beautiful, if there are no clouds, so from a distance of 30 kilometer in the air, you can see it. Okay, so from 1000 CE, the evidence of a horse at Uppington is presented. When the white horse hill is mentioned in documents from the nearby Abbey of Abingdon, right? And the first reference of the horse comes on 1190 CE. But now the carving is believed to date back much further than that. So we have already discussed that there's no exact date is not mentioned, right? Exact date of Uffington horse when it was when it was built is not mentioned. Okay. The Uffington white horse is pretty same. Depictions are pretty same to the horses of first century before Christ coins. Okay. So there was an idea that this creature must have been from first century before Christ. But then the idea changed. Idea changed in 1995. Okay. The optically stimulated luminescence testing was carried out by Oxford Archaeology Unit on the soil. Okay, so this is something very important that this testing was done in 1995. Okay, then testing was done on the soil. Okay, this is very important part. You mark it. And two of the lower parts of the horse's body was taken. One was cut from its base, and then they found out that the date for the horse's construction might have been between 1400 and 600 before Christ. Okay, so still they are not sure, but this is the nearby margin that they have reached. Okay, in other words, it might have been from the Bronze Age or from the early Iron Age. Okay, okay. Now if we go according to this date range, it means the carving of the horse is connected with the occupation of the Uffington fort. Okay. So maybe there were some tribes for whom this horse was very important in that era. So it's right. It may be some mark of the tribes, okay, who were staying in that area. Okay. The carving may have also been carried out during some customs of the Bronze or Iron Age, right? Some researchers think that the horse is representing the Celtic horse goddess Epona. There was a time when Epona was considered a horse goddess. She was worshipped as a protector of horses. Okay. But this thought process, this story, right, of Epona was not taken from France. France was known as Goy during the first century. Okay. This date is at least 6 centuries after the Uffington horse was carved. So the horse had economic significance. It was important for customs during the Bronze and Iron Ages, right? Because you can see on jewelry and other objects, the horse is depicted, right? You mark this point. The horse is depicted on various objects. So maybe this carving might have been a goddess in those native myths, such as Rhiannon. Right? Rhiannon was a goddess. She was described in Welsh myths as a very beautiful woman dressed in gold and riding a white horse. Okay. So maybe this horse has got to do something with Rhiannon, right? This is something also you mark. This might be one of your answers. Okay. So the fact that these geoglyphs can disappear in an easy manner and all the customs associated with them can disappear It means that these were just temporary gestures, but this is again an indication, not sure, right? It's an indication. You mark, not sure, indication. It might have been a temporary gesture, but it might not have been a temporary gesture also. Okay, but that doesn't mean that its importance can be minimized. These giant carvings are a fascinating overview into the minds of their creators and how they viewed the society, the landscape of that time, no, where they were residing. Okay, right. So Iron Age is a period in Britain, 800 before Christ to 43 CE. During that time, right, iron equipment were used more. Okay. Bronze Age is a period in Britain, 2500 before Christ to 800 before Christ era, before Christ era, that is characterized by bronze equipment were used. And then the Neolithic Age, a period in Britain, 4000 before Christ era, 2500 before Christ era. Right? This is important because farming, farming spread at that time, right? Okay, and stone equipment made from stone were used. And the Celtic are some ancient people who migrated from different parts of Europe to Britain. Okay, so if you see the map, we say that Britain is part of Europe, right? But when you go to Britain, they have an idea that we are different from Europe.
Yeah.
So that idea has been said here, that they migrated from Europe to Britain before the Romans. Okay, before the Romans conquered Britain, these Celtic people came there. Okay. Right? You understood this one? Understood?
Yeah.
Hmm. So you read about the microbes, okay,
Mm-hmm.
on your own, and you
Yeah.
read about the next one. Okay. Either we can discuss them later on, or maybe you can try to do them on their own. Okay, or maybe that is
Okay.
you just do the first part, and in the next section we will discuss the rest. Okay.
Okay.
And try to write that nutrition one once more, no? The second.
Okay.
Okay.
Which
Just,
number is this exercise?
you sent me the link just now. This is your practice of, okay, sorry, I would send it to you once more. This is your listening part 2.
Okay, 16.
16, reading test 2. I sent you. Okay. You do this and you write the nutrition essay once more. You do the
Okay.
first part of it. Okay. We will do the
Yeah.
next after discussion tomorrow.
Okay, nutrition and this.
So the first section of this reading part, just the first section, okay, the microbes and
Okay.
all we will discuss. And
Okay.
and the second essay that you did, write it once more, please. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
About the nutrition one. Use more ideas, more imagination, more creativity. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. More creativity. Okay, so what is the news for today?
News. Okay, I was watching that in Melbourne, Australia, some protesters clashed with police due to lockdown because, as I understood, government wants to lock down them once again because of coronavirus peak, a new coronavirus peak. So citizens don't want it because they claim that they want to work, that they have to work, because if they don't work, well, they're going to be like how do you say economy
how would
when
they
they can,
survive, right? How would they survive? How would their houses, how would they run?
yeah,
And the economic
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so people don't want to get locked down again.
They don't want, right? Okay. Then apart from this,
Okay, I was reading an article from the BBC about remote work. It was about how the bosses are managing now the fact of most of the workers don't want to come back to the office. But for the managers, it is a way to not control them, not to do micromanaging, but to support them. But some workers, they just say, no, I can be more productive from home. I can manage my time. I do not want to come back to the office. Not process. So they're arguing many points of views on that. So, well, this is what it is right now.
What happened to space science?
To what? I'm sorry?
Space science.
Space.
Yes.
Space time?
Wait. Just like I think fan is making too much noise. No, sorry, my fan is making too much noise. Yeah, it's space time.
No, I'm sorry, I can't understand very well.
Space. What happened? You can't hear me? Space science, I'm saying. Wait, I would write on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Space science. Check your WhatsApp.
Oh, space science. Space science. No, I didn't read about space science. Okay. Just two articles from remote work and this one from Australia.
Okay, and what's happening in finance section?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, finance section.
Science section apart from space?
No, I didn't read anymore. Just these two articles.
Sports, arts? No.
No, I don't like sports.
That doesn't matter. There are questions on sports, so you have
to.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'll have to read more and more.
More and more, because you need to bring current events. See, in your nutrition and fitness essay, no?
Yeah.
Nutrition and fitness essay, you should also try to discuss about COVID-19, no?
Yeah.
In the nutrition and fitness essay, because the documents, when they were written before, there was no COVID. Now there is COVID, so it's a recent event, right? So in the nutrition and fitness essay, you can discuss about COVID or COVID-19 and say that during these tough times, hygiene and fitness have become more important. No?
Okay.
Tough times with so many deaths on an international, your fitness, hygiene have become more fine. Fitness, hygiene, good diet have become more important, no?
Okay.
Because
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question. I'm sorry. How is the speaking part? I mean, is there, I don't know if you can choose your topic and you talk about that, or you just select one.
No, they give
topic,
you.
Or if or the examiner
The examiner asks on his own.
Okay.
You have given the exam once, no? This is your first time.
This is my first time.
Tomorrow would do speaking. I sent you some documents. There is part 1 where we just ask easy questions. Then there's part 2 where you have a minute to think. You would be given a topic. On that, you have to speak for 2 minutes. You would be given some hints. Okay.
Mm.
And you have to think for a minute and speak for 2 minutes. And then there are
Okay.
part 3 questions which are associated with part 2, connected with them. And part 3, you don't have time to think. They are just extempore, spontaneous.
Okay.
Yeah. So part 1, part 3 are spontaneous. In part 2, you get a minute to think and make
Okay.
your points. You would be given a paper, a pen that you can write your points. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my
Right.
God, that is going to be so difficult to me because
I sent you some speaking documents. I would send more. Okay. You saw the speaking documents?
yeah.
Yeah. So go through them and we would do more speaking. I would send you more documents and tomorrow we would do speaking. Okay.
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 Okay, great.
Okay. So yeah, so that is good for today. And I think it's now 10 p.m. at your end.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Okay. So we can stop the recording now and finish it for today.